What is good, Gray Gang? We're here. We're going to do day 2 of the underground bunker. So far, nothing's changed since the end of the last video. Basically, you know, we got the rock wall, and we got a bunker, and it's underground, you know, that's kind of the basic stuff. But inside, I don't know if this was in the last video, we've been putting up braces. That's obviously, you know, so it doesn't like cave in. Now, we do plan on putting one more brace towards the back. That'll be all we need for structural integrity. And then the cool thing about these things is it's going to actually give us wood so that we can drill in and put hooks to where, you know, we can actually use it for accessories and stuff. Kind of hard to drill into a big metal box. Part 1, if you've not seen that, you should probably go watch that. That's where we actually buried it and all that stuff. Part 2, we're going to be making it actually livable and defendable. And then part 3, I don't know, we're just going to live in it for a day or two. But I think the first thing we're going to have to do in regards to defense is kind of a bluff, okay? You got to make them think something's here. So we have this military restricted area sign so that, you know, maybe if someone sees it, they'll just not try to get in it. I think if there's a dude that's not a criminal, it'll probably scare him off. If he is a criminal, I don't think he's gonna care. I don't know. Anyways, where do we think we put this? Like there or like over here? I think.
I like it on a rock better.
All right, so we need to place it somehow right in here, and I don't exactly know how the best way to fix that is. Now that we've got that taken care of, we're gonna move on to the next thing of defense, and that is booby traps. For example, let's say this. Me and Adam were in here trying to sleep. Okay, pretty important thing. But if me and Adam were in here sleeping, we're extremely vulnerable, okay? We have one way in and one way out. And so what that means is that if someone really wanted to get us, they could just sit right there behind a tree and wait until we come out. So the #1 key of defense for a bunker is be sure you know when people are getting close, because if they figure out where you are, it's a little bit too late for that. So that's what these are for. These are gonna be tripwires around the perimeter in certain spots in high traffic areas to where whenever they do trip over the wire that's attached to this pin, it's gonna pop. Spoon's gonna flip, the grenade's gonna go off, and that way, you know, if me and Adam were in there just chilling or sleeping or playing Monopoly or something, we hear one of these go off, we're like, hey, we should probably get up because someone's getting close. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
And we got 3 of these, so that means we have 3 places to choose from. But before we do that, let me show you how they actually work. Pretty basic thing. None of this really matters except for this. That right there, honestly, is just for looks. But what we do is we load these up with a shotgun primer. Check out how we got these built. We have these built specially to where whenever the pin is pulled and the spoon flies, we have a little firing pin here that's going to fly up and hit that. And it's going to strike it and be very loud and alert everybody where somebody is. You ready for how loud it is? That's pretty loud. Like I can't really hear that great out of this here, and I don't plan on doing that often. Now they are reusable, but obviously it is an explosion, so they can break. Where do you think would be the best place? Where do you think someone would come in on us? Because if you look right here, we do have the fence, and like obviously I don't think people's going to come there first. It was kind of unintentional, but that fence is going to be like a first layer of barrier. And then if we really want to, if it really comes down to it, we can always put a strand of razor wire across the top. Now, what are we trying to do this for? We're trying to do it with a car. We're trying to stop a car, stop foot. You can do it 2 different ways. We're going to do it by foot. First thing we're going to do is I'm just going to come in here and plant this the best I can. I'm not going to plant it super solid right now because we are going to have to set it back here in just a few seconds. Pull out its KG pocket knife.
Is it loaded?
Yeah, it's loaded. It's ready to rock. As soon as something touches that pin, we're in trouble. Now, of course, if this was a real situation and we wasn't going to have to reset it instantly, we would hide it a lot better and try to camouflage it and all that good stuff. But since we know that we're going to have to set it back in like 5 minutes anyhow, we're just going to put it pretty easy. All right, that right there should be good. That ought to hold it. This is the important part, because whenever something pulls this pin, that's whenever, you know, it goes off. Isn't as crazy. Oh, okay. Okay, we're starting off a bad start. We almost blew it up already. And then we're gonna run it right across this road, and we'll tie it in right over here to this tree or something. As long as people's not looking at it, that should be plenty enough.
I'll let you know what it looks like. If I ain't looking for it, I ain't gonna see it.
Now, that's what we're looking for.
You can't even see it on the camera. You barely.
And if they are looking for it, well then we're already in trouble.
Yep.
That's why this is just 1 layer of defense. We're obviously gonna have a few more here later in the video. All right, now it's just ready for someone to walk on it.
If it does get caught up in somebody, it's tripping me anyway because you're going down here.
Oh yeah, if you're going down here and you hit the tripwire, then you're probably gonna trip and set off the alarm. But anyways, here we go. Here comes Adam. He's gonna test it out. You can't even see the wire on camera. You're just walking. Go fast like you're normally walking. That's pretty good. That's the premise, guys, and we got 3 of them that we can actually set all around here. I think this is definitely one location because, well, that's the easiest way for people to actually get down to this level. And then another place I think I'm gonna rig up.
Right at the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna rig the actual door. That way if someone does get right on top of us, they can't open the door without setting off the tripwire unless they like literally defuse the bomb, which is kind of kind of cool, you know? They kind of deserve it, I guess. And I'm coming in here to tell you about the Labor Day sale. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't even know when Labor Day was until about 20 minutes ago. And because of that, we're gonna run the sale up until Tuesday night. We're gonna do 10% off site-wide. Just use promo code LABOR10 in all caps. So hey, soul sister, if you've been looking for something for a little while and you've been thinking about getting it, today just may be the day because you can go ahead and get that 10% off. And don't be afraid to go ahead and pick up one of the breast cancer awareness shirts. Next month, October, is breast cancer awareness month. So you go ahead and get a shirt now. That way you can be ready to wear it October 1st. And that's promo code LABOR10 at KendallGray1.com/shop or the first link in the description. Let's get back to the video. Okay guys, I just noticed something on the mule and I don't think it's supposed to be here. I was just looking. Dude, there's an onion in here.
I seen that.
That's what you was smelling.
I knew I smelled Subway.
He asked me if I ate Subway. There's an onion in the mule. Oh, and a tomato. What else? And some more tomato. That's not okay. What in the world are just a soggy tomato and an onion doing? I mean, I may keep the onion, but I don't like tomatoes. And we're back out here at the bunker. We're doing a few more modifications to it. It's like, I don't know, 6 days later or something. Since the beginning of the video, we've added a second brace back there. And at each of these braces, I've put a little hanger so that we can hang up these things and, you know, have lights. So, there we go. You pull that down. We got lights. I mean, they do both run off of AA batteries, but to be honest, guys, I mean, they're not bad. They'll definitely light it up. Another modification I done, or at least tried to. If you can look up there, you can see it. I tried to put in a security camera. That way, if we're inside and someone's out here, we can see what it is, and then we can obviously, you know, remote detonate the C4. But you know what? I tried to do a 5-minute epoxy. It didn't work. What about that? And so now, KG, he's just chilling here, eating his Funyuns that expired December 2019. But you know what they say? Life's not about the expiration date. It's about the Funyuns. I mean, I'll be honest, they're not great. The crunch is a little laggy. I don't know, maybe he got bad Wi-Fi. But not bad. It don't make a difference to me. And here's the best part. I don't even like Funyuns. Well, I like Funyuns better than dirt. That's really all we got here is, you know. But anyways, while I'm sitting here taking a quick snack or whatever, I'm going to address a few concerns about the bunker that we had from part 1. One big thing, you know, dude, what are you going to do if, like, you shut the doors? What are you going to do for ventilation? You're going to die. Well, the solution to that's real simple. You just don't shut the doors. I actually never planned on shutting the doors. Because whenever you shut the door, all it takes is for, I don't know, a branch to fall out of the tree, block you in, or just some random dude come up and put a lock on it, and then you're basically in there forever. So yeah, I ain't shutting them doors. And every time I go in them doors for longer than 10 minutes, I'm setting up a tripwire to where if that door moves, I'm going to know. So yeah, I had that figured out. Another concern, he's like, you know, dude, that thing ain't bomb proof. Well, listen here, Jerry, explain this. Looks pretty bomb-proof to me. So yeah, it actually is bomb-proof. We tested it right there. But another thing that's really important, since we are making it livable, we do have to have somewhere to sleep, and this is actually our plan: hammocks. And I'll show you why whenever we get in there. Actually, I'll show you why after I get done eating my Funyuns. Funyuns are overrated. They're really not worth 110 calories. I'll tell you right now. Which that was never really a secret. Anyways, let's go look at the bunker. Alright, I don't know how good you can see me, but all the light in here is literally just from those two because I shut the door as far as I could. And for you guys who really do think I'm going to die in here, that's the most that I'm ever going to shut the door, and we still have plenty of space for ventilation. And then another thing I'm going to do so that no one can shut the door anymore, I'm going to figure out some kind of system right in here to where I can lock something in where the doors can't shut. I'm going to set y'all up on a block, and you can watch me do this, I guess. Here's the thing for the sleeping setup, the bunker actually comes with hooks every so often, so you can actually hang plenty of hammocks in here, no problem. Let me just try to get in it. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're in good shape here. And then whenever it's time to sleep, I can just raise up here, push the light until it turns off. Or if I'm getting scared of the dark or something, I can just raise up here, pull the light down, and then I got plenty of light. It's a pretty solid setup, not gonna lie. And from what I'm looking at, we can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 hammocks in here. That may be a stretch, but definitely 4. We can always get a propane heater and put it right there by the door if it ever starts getting cold. But let me tell you something cool about this underground bunker. Let me go outside though first. Okay, the cool thing about the underground bunker is that it kind of works off of geothermal technology. Now I don't really know if that's what it runs off of, but I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it don't. What's really happening is that since it's underground, it's going to be the same temperature as underground, which is actually a very stable temperature, no matter the air temperature. So for example, if it's 100 degrees outside, the bunker's still going to be like 58 degrees. Or if it's like 12 degrees, the bunker's still going to be like 58 degrees. Because the bunker's going to be the same temperature as like, I don't know, 8 foot under the ground. Now the biggest problems we've got to solve is how are we going to cook food, get food, maybe food storage, and how are we going to get water, find water, but then we actually built this pond right here, conveniently right beside of it. It's not a big pond, but it is enough to have plenty of water for us and whatever animals decide to live here. So now our biggest obstacle is how do we get this clean? Right now it's pretty muddy, but it's also like a brand new pond, so it's kind of just how it's going to be for a little while. But overall, my boys, I think the underground bunker is looking very good.